Hello friends, good morning. Related to the interview questions for GIS, ArcGIS, ArcObjects, ArcSD, ArcGIS Server and ArcGIS JavaScript API. So basically in this series of the videos around we are going to upload 5 videos for the interview questions, and in these 5 videos we are going to cover these many topics and what the questions is coming from the interview panel related to the GIS, ArcGIS, ArcObject development, ArcSD, ArcGIS server, architecture design, and after that ArcGIS JavaScript API development. So now we are going to start our first video. The first video, there are many questions are there around. We are going to cover 150 questions in all the videos. So each and every video will around 30 to 40 questions. So in sequence of these videos, this is the first video. What we are going to cover here, this is mainly related to the GIS. The first question number one, GIS stand for what? GIS stand for Geographical Information System. What is ETL? ETL is very important thing in the GIS, because whenever we are working with the GIS, so many times we required data migration from one platform to another platform. Maybe we have CAD data, we want to convert that CAD to the GIS. If we have GIS data, we want to migrate that GIS data to the CAD data. So there are many different formats out there. CAD to shapefile to geodatabase to CAD. Like there are many different formats out there. So to migrate data from one format to another format, we are using the spatial ETL applications or spatial ETL tool. So ETL stand for what? Extraction, transformation, and loading. So there is a very good tool for the ETL. That tool is called the FME, Feature Manipulation Engine. The FME, most of the companies which are working with the conversion projects, so they are using the FME software. So FME software is very good for the ETL purpose. Question 3, what are the main GIS components? These are the 5 main GIS components are there: hardware, software, data, method, and people. Because as we already know, GIS means Geographical Information System. So it means whenever the word information system comes in the picture, so definitely it is related to the IT or related to the computer. If something is related to the computer, it means there should be a hardware, software. Without data, there is nothing. So data is required. For each and every different project, we require different method for data capturing. And after that, ultimately, who is capturing the data? The people is capturing the data. So these are the 5 main component of the GIS. What is VRML? Virtual Reality Model Language. What is the main work of the GIS technician? The GIS technician will be responsible for making maps, customized GIS application, and manipulating data to serve a variety of purpose. What is the difference between georeferencing and geocoding? This is a very important question for the interview. Geocoding is the process of taking coded location information and turning it into the explicit location information. So this is the main purpose of the geocoding. What is the meaning of the georeferencing? Georeferencing involves fitting an image to the earth based on matching up visual features of the image with their known location. So these are the main difference between the geocoding and georeferencing. What is reverse geocoding? The reverse geocoding is the opposite, taking XY data and locating the nearest address or grid. Means in the previous process, in the geocoding process, we have the address, we are creating X and Y location, and the reverse geocoding, we have XY data, and based on the XY location, we are finding that nearest address or the grid. What is GPS and how it works? The GPS stands for Global Positioning System, and the detail of the GPS I will upload the separate video for the process of the GPS, how the GPS is working. But if you want, you can find out the process or the workflow of the GPS from Google. Question 9, There are name two data structures which can hold the spatial data. We have quad tree, we have R tree, and we have KD tree. Like that, we have many different data structures where we can store the data, or this kind of data structure is suitable for storing the spatial data. Next, GIS used with which kind of data? In GIS, we can use spatial as well as non-spatial. What are the capabilities of the GIS? In the main capabilities of the GIS is identify the problem, define solution, identify data, prepare data, map generation, execute analysis, examine and present. And apart from that, once we have the GIS data, the best capability of the GIS is we can do the analysis, we can take any decision based on the GIS analysis, and based on that we can generate the report. That report may be the spatial or maybe the non-spatial. What is the equator? The equator divides the earth into the north hemisphere and the south hemisphere. Is marked the location of 0 degree latitude. Latitude represent an angular distance north or south of the equator. So equator is basically divide the earth in the two equal part. Next, what is the metadata in the GIS? The metadata, the definition of the metadata is what? Metadata, we can say the data about the data. Means the metadata provide the information about the data. What is a spatial database? A spatial database is a database that is optimized for storing and querying data that represent object defined in a geometry space. Basically, the spatial database is capable to store the spatial data. So using that we can get the result of the query. We can find many different type of analysis. What is the example of the continuous field or continuous data? That is very important because this particular question in interviewer can ask this question in multiple ways, like what is the meaning of the raster data, what is the meaning of the continuous data, what is the meaning of the continuous fields. So continuous data has no clearly defined boundaries. Every point on a map made with continuous GIS data will contain a value: elevation, slope, temperature, and precipitation, and examples of the data set that are continuous data. The discrete data is like whenever we want to create a road, whenever we want to create a river, all these things, plots, these are the example of the discrete data. And the example of what we given here, elevation, slope, temperature, these are the example of the continuous data. What is the discrete data? Discrete data is the geographic data that only occurs in a specific location. For polygon data, discrete data has well-defined boundaries, point and line. GIS data such as a tree location, rivers and street all fall into the category of the discrete data set, in which principal interpolation is made possible. The mathematical field of the numerical analysis, the interpolation is the method of constructing new data point within the range of a discrete set of known data point. Means in short we can say what is the meaning of the interpolation. Based on the known value points we are trying to find the value of the unknown points. This is called the interpolation. And there is one more word will come in the picture, that is called the extrapolation. So extrapolation means basically the interpolation, all the points what we are doing the interpolation, it is within the boundary. And if I want to get the value of the point which is outside of the boundary or outside of the collection, so that will be called the extrapolation. But extrapolation is always danger, so most of the time people is using interpolation only. What is the tin? The tin is the triangulated irregular network. Tin model represent a surface as a set of continuous non-overlapping triangles. Within each triangle, the surface is represented by the plane. The triangles are made from a set of points called mesh points. Basically, tin is the vector data. Okay. What is the other name of the boundary model? The other name of the boundary model is a topological data model. What is the meaning of the spatial data accuracy? These are the 4 points what we can say that a spatial data accuracy means: positional accuracy, temporal accuracy, lineage and completeness, and logical consistency. What is the SDI stand for? SDI means spatial data infrastructure. What is the DBMS, the database management system? How MapMaker used GIS to display map symbol in meaningful context. What is the meaning of the AM and FM system? AM means the automated mapping and FM is the facilities map management. What is the meaning of the rubber sheeting? Rubber sheeting is the process of the spatial transformation that allows a distorted layer to be seamless attached to the adjacent geographic layer for of a matched image. These are the terms what we are using initially whenever we are preparing the data. What is a DEM, digital elevation model? What is a DSM, digital surface model? What is edge matching? Edge matching is a spatial editing method that ensures that all features across the sheet of adjacent maps are on the same edge location. What is the geocoding? That we already seen the difference between the geocoding and georeferencing. Again, here the definition of the geocoding is: geocoding is the computational process by which a physical address is converted into geographic coordinates, which can be used for a variety of mapping applications. The 0 degree longitude is called what? The 0 degree longitude is called the prime meridian. These all are the very important questions for the interviews. What is the raster data? Raster data provides a representation of the world as a surface divided up into a regular grid array or cells where each of these cells have associate values. Like we already know, the raster data means what? Raster data is the collection of grid, or we can say raster data is the collection of the equal size of grid. Each and every grid have their own values. What is the vector data? The data is the data in the format consists of only point, line, and polygon. Like you already seen the Google map. Whenever you are seeing the Google map, in Google map, we are getting two views. One is the map view, other one is the satellite view. So basically, the map view is the example of the vector data, and the satellite view is the example of the raster data. What is the meaning of the NAD 1983? The North American datum of 1983 is the horizontal and geometrical control datum for the United States, Canada, Mexico, and Central America. NET 83 was released in 1986. These all are the things is related to the spatial reference or the coordinate system that I will upload another video for the spatial reference and the coordinate system. What is the latitude line? Lines of latitude measures north-south position between the poles. The equator is defined as 0 degree. The north pole is 90 degree. North and south pole is the 90 degree south. Lines of latitudes are all parallel to each other. Thus, they are often referred to as the parallels. Always remember one thing: the latitude lines is always parallel. Okay, just because of that reason, we are saying latitude. Sometime in some places you can see the other name of the latitudes are the parallels. What is the longitude? Longitude lines runs north south and mark the position east west of a point. Therefore, latitude is the angular distance east or west of the prime meridian. So these are the questions what we covered in the first video. Like that, we are planning to upload around 5 or 6 videos, and in all these videos you will get many questions. We will get many questions and answers, and these questions and answers are related to the GIS, ArcGIS, ArcObjects, ArcGIS Server, ArcSD, and ArcGIS JavaScript API. Okay, thank you guys. Best of luck.